Hey, Heartbreakers, this is Devin Nash. Welcome to the Scarred Hearts podcast, where we dive into the raw and unfiltered themes of love, relationships, and heartbreak. I'm here with my friend, a travel enthusiast, and a fellow artist, Antoine Mercury. How are you doing today, Antoine?
What's going on, brother? That was very smooth.
Okay.
I like that.
I practiced it. Thank you. No, but how's everything going with you? What's going on?
Life is lifing, man. Mm-hmm. Very, very busy, as we know. I have 5 kids.
Yes. we can get into all that.
All living with me at the same time. No, I'm just saying it to let you know I'm busy, man. There's a lot going on, working a lot, traveling a lot, which is good. This was a good year for me. I was off, as you know, last year I didn't travel as much, but this year, I got it in. I was sneaking a lot of trips in, so.
Got you.
Life has been good.
What was the last trip you just did?
I just came back from Portugal.
How was that?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been researching it a lot. Really planning on moving there at one point in my life down the line. So I kind of knew what I was I did a lot of research, if that makes sense. So going there, it was dope. It lived up to the hype.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So give me one thing real quick for all the travel enthusiasts. What happened in Portugal that you would say, what was one spot you would tell people you have to go to?
Just Lisbon.
You got to go here.
Lisbon in general. Just go to the city, go to Lisbon, go in the middle of the city, the center city.
Okay.
Walk around at night. It's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, it's because I was talking to somebody too not too long ago about cities in Central and South America, or even certain cities in the States that can be kind of dangerous and stuff like that. Not Lisbon. Lisbon is perfect, the perfect city.
Gotcha. So it's like.
If you've been to Paris before?
No, never.
Yeah,
I haven't traveled across seas. I need to. I've gone to all the Caribbean islands and stuff.
All of you who've been to Paris, it's literally Paris by the beach.
Gotcha.
It has a
really?
beach. Yeah. So if you've seen the videos of the Eiffel Tower and how Paris looks, but then there's a beach right there.
Gotcha.
You don't really notice until you start seeing the seagulls, and then you're like, "Oh, dang, there's a beach right there." It's dope. It's right across the whole Atlantic Ocean.
That's interesting. Yeah. So, at this point in time, are you reflecting on love or heartbreak at this point in time in your life?
Both. It's like a simultaneous thing because you can't have one without the other.
I asked somebody recently about that, and they said the same thing.
Yeah.
So why is that?
Because the heartbreak defines the love. Oh, that was deep. That's a bar.
Okay. First of all,
but it really does, though. It does.
Why are you bigging yourself? Okay, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead.
No, for real. I just came up with that. Seriously, the heartbreak does define the love. Without the heartbreak, you can't know what love is. You know what I'm saying? So through my heartbreaks and through the dumb-ish I've gone through on my end, the hearts that I've broken, and every time I got my heart broke, that shaped who I am right now. Okay. So making my decisions now is based on that.
Okay, but is it 60% of heartbreak? Is it 80% heartbreak?
No,
is it 20%? It's split right down the middle.
50-50.
How does that affect your relationship? So, are you even in a... I don't know if you're in a relationship.
Yeah, I'm in a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how does that affect your relationships?
I think it's good. You need, because the heartbreak humbles you. Lets you know, hey, bro, let me make sure I bring some flowers up in here.
Got you. So what you're saying, you're reflecting on how last time.
Right. If you 100% in love, bro, you going to miss some stuff. Love is, listen, bro. Love will have you doing some dumb stuff, bro.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? When you in love and I'm 100% in love, how you going to focus on yourself, bro? What you got going on? You got to think about the heartbreak to make your decisions. So if I'm 100% in love and I got this girl in front of me, right, I might go too hard. If I don't know that, hey, man, if I don't chill out, she'll break my heart and leave. That'll help me calm myself down and be like, okay, let me relax and approach the conversation a different way. Or bro, I was married before. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of me in my relationship now is looking back on a lot of fights I was in when I was married and being like, let me not go there.
Let's not do that.
That's the heartbreak.
You. So you learn. So I guess my question for you, is that a way of you protecting yourself?
You have to protect yourself.
But I guess some people feel that way, some people don't. For you,
yeah, for sure,
that's a way of you protecting yourself.
Yeah, for sure. A lot of guys, especially a lot of girls, don't like to admit this, but I like to admit it. You have to protect yourself with love. We are human. I've been friends with you for almost 10 years. Yeah, I don't know what you finna do in a year.
It's actually been 10 years.
You see what I'm saying? But next year, I don't know what you might be on. And this is a positive thing. I might catch you next year, right? And you might go, I'm fully in God mode. I want to be a pastor, Antoine.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna be like, hey, bro, that's not the type of life I'm on. I still like going to the strip clubs. I still like cursing. I still like wilding not. We're just gonna deviate naturally. Would that break my heart? Absolutely, because you're my boy. But hey, like, we got to go separate paths because you're going that direction.
Wait, so you even protect yourself in friendship relationships too?
You have to.
In that way,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. I'm more protective in friendships than anything because when I'm a friend, I go harder. Now with friendship, it's more 80% love. 20% heartbreak.
Got you.
Because I've had some homies done some,
some shit, right?
Some shit, but like nothing crazy, egregious, like the heartbreaks from women.
Right. Wow.
You see what I'm saying? So like my experience with my homies has been more positive. So
Got you.
So I'm gonna go 80-20 on that. But when I'm your homie, I'll do whatever for you. Let me know. Hit me up if I got the time. But with heartbreak,
I can attest to that.
Yeah, heartbreak is different because friendship. I'm not gonna say more pure, but you don't gotta think as much,
right? Because usually there's not much of a
expectations either.
Expectations,
yeah.
There's not usually really. Sometimes there can be a some type of like.
It's less selfish, even though you can be selfish in friendship. It's
sometimes there can be some motives, some ulterior motives.
But I feel like
for the most part,
you catch them in the early stage.
Right.
You get over that in the first year or 2 years of a friendship, and you're gonna be like, oh damn, we've been homies for 8 years.
Right.
You know what I mean? I feel like women have that issue though, because a lot of women, their friendships are like relationships. It's like.
So you know what? I'll tell you this. I recently realized that's how my friendships are.
More like like how females have friendships. You take a kind of person.
On now.
I'm not. We're men. We're all comfortable here.
But so I'm a Cancer. I'm a little bit, I guess you could say, more sensitive than maybe some other men might be. But friendships mean a lot to me. A part of the reason why they, especially even lately, is because I've lost close friends, and you know that, right? So that's happened where I've actually lost. So for me, if I'm like consider you a friend,
right?
It's a I'm gonna do not anything, but almost anything for you. You know what I'm saying? Especially if we're like saying we're friends. I'm gonna do my best. So for me, like. I know because I even had a little dispute with a friend recently, and didn't speak to that person for a couple of months, and was actually a little bit sad about it. Dang. Not heartbroken like it would be like I was in a relationship. I'm just like, damn, it would be, So I'm saying I remember saying to that person like, yo, I feel like this is like we're arguing about something like we're in a relationship. This is ridiculous.
Right.
But a friendship is a relationship too,
No, it is. It's a very important one. I guess at my 80-20, I'm more naive in friendships. Like I'm gonna let you slide a lot more easier than a relationship.
Got you.
Like,
yeah.
If me and you were friends in high school and I had a girlfriend and then I broke up with her and then you slept with her. Like at that time, I might be mad, but in 5 years, we might be able to patch that up, and I'm okay with that.
But I've actually had that happen to me. That's what I'm saying.
Right, but like I'm willing to forgive that for a homie because we boys, we bros before hoes. I believe in that. You get what I'm saying? So like I'll actually, especially if it was like a girlfriend and nobody got hurt, nobody fought. We could fight about it for a second, and then like, okay, bro, what we was tripping about?
Right,
we was tripping about her. That wasn't no big deal. We're gonna let that go. I'm not finna do that in my relationship. If you cheat on me with a dude, that's it. It's over with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not even gonna say that. Let's just cap because I don't know. I might get so in love that I might forgive you. We got to stop that too, guys. We got to cut that out, okay? Because y'all don't know if you gonna leave her or not. Because a lot of guys say that and then they end up with the same girl if they cheat on them. So I'm not gonna put myself in that position. If I'm so in love, and then like I don't know the circumstances of the cheat. Like let's say the circumstances of the cheat works out to the point where I'm not as mad. I might let it go. I'm not saying that. Look, it's highly unlikely, but I'm not going to put it out there to the audience like, oh, just leave your girl if you get cheated on. I'm not going to say that.
Antoine, I'm out.
I agree.
But that's me.
But I'm realistically though, like I can't say that because I'm gonna give you that, like if you got that first, when you confront somebody about cheating, that first like 10 minutes is life or death. However you answer these questions in this 10 minutes is going to decide that. Now, if you answer the questions like, okay, what? Okay, who, where, when, how, all of them?
So, okay, let me tell you something. The reason why for me I know I'd be out is because I can never trust the person again.
Oh, I'm not going to trust her either.
I already have some insecurities in general. And so, hold on. Let me say. So I already have some insecurities in general, so I know that I would not be able to get past that.
Right.
It's not happening.
And when I say I'm I'm not saying I'm gonna be with you.
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna have to earn my trust 100%. You're gonna be in the doghouse, and it's a crappy. The doghouse ain't got no roof. You see what I'm saying?
Well, but it's also the thing is at some point in time, it's not necessarily like you may not consciously be like, oh, I'm gonna get back at the person,
Right?
But what I know me and what I would do if there was an opportunity that came up, I'd be like, well, she did this, I'm probably going.
I'm getting my get back.
So what's the point of being in a relationship then? There's no point.
You messed up. You cheated. And I'm gonna tell you I'm getting my get back.
But but the whole purpose is you're forgiving the person.
Yeah, no, but we broken up now. Like we gonna break up.
No, I'm talking about let's say 3 years down the line. I'm talking about 3 years down the line. We let's say you cheat, we break up for 6 months, and then we get back together and finally forgive you, right? And then 3 years down the line, there's this baddie that wants to. I'm smashing. Oh, it's happening for sure.
My get back has happened.
I'm not doing
from the cheat within the year. After 3 years, after 3 years, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So again, I'm a little more sensitive.
You're a little bit more petty. You're a little bit more petty than me.
Years.
See, you making it seem like I'm evil, but you're worse than me. I'm getting my get back early.
I just said I wouldn't even do it.
And then my dumb butt, I'm gonna get the get back and be in the bed crying. Like, I didn't even want to do this. Why you do this to me? Like, I'm gonna be mad that I'm cheating on your ass. Like, you brought me to your level.
Well, I'm
like,
not crying. I'm just like,
probably gonna.
I'm gonna compartmentalize that.
Hurt.
So speaking of that, Papoose, Remy.
Ooh, that's some cheating stuff right there.
Yeah, you know about that a little bit?
Oh, for sure.
So what is your take on that whole thing?
Okay, so we want to start from the beginning. Remy was locked up 6 years. Papoose held her down.
Now, okay. Now,
I put air quotes on
yes,
that.
Yes,
okay?
exactly. Well, no, because he did, and you would think, look, as a guy, even as a woman, I'm not having sex for 6 years. It's not happening.
That's crazy.
So it's not happening. So
he
probably held her down while putting things on the books, being there for, supportive, all those different things.
No, held me down. You gotta not cheat on me. That's hold it down.
There's no you gonna not have sex for 6 years.
If I'm in love, yes, I'm not having sex with nobody for 6 years, bro. I'm being dead ass serious, bro. If you're my wife and you got locked up for 6 years. And you are like the best wife ever.
You got locked up. I didn't get locked up. Why am I in jail for 6 years?
Yeah, see, I'm glad. I'm glad you guys are seeing the fact that he's worse than me.
The only way I'm doing that is if you took something for me. But if you doing something,
yeah, but it's your wife.
Look,
it's crazy. This is your wife. You have children with this woman. You got a mortgage with this woman. Like, bro, I'm straight. It really
depends on what's going on. If it's something that I knew about. And I was like, I'm with it. I'm supporting you, and you got caught up. Like, let's just throw something out. Like,
she took the charge for you.
Yeah, you take it, or something like took the charge for me, or something like maybe we're like embezzling something, and you took charge. Fine, that's different. But if it's something you doing that I don't know anything about, and you get locked up, hell nah. No, why?
Okay. Let's we're losing the topic because she shot somebody at a club. That's how she got locked up.
Why? That's the question. I kind of know about it, but why? That's my question.
But it doesn't matter, bro. Like,
if you're defending me, fine.
Why are you so selfish? Why are you so selfish? She shot somebody. Somebody could have tried to kill her. Like, I'm about to shoot this person. I'm like, dang, what happened? She tried me. I shot her. Bet. I'm gonna hold you down.
She tried you,
bro. If I'm out in these streets and somebody tried me as a black man, that could happen any moment. We got black men coming against us. We got the white man coming against us. The police. Mexicans don't like us. And I smoked somebody because they tried to rob me. My girl better hold it down for 6 years.
That's different. Again, I'm not talking about you defending yourself. I'm talking about
she was defending herself.
Again, I just said fight. This. It depends on what's going on.
Listen, that's crazy. If you're my wife, I don't care. If you was embezzling money, I know about it. I was living life too. I got the fur coats as it. I'm driving the Maybach. You just got caught. My girl is an accountant. I'm gonna get some of that too.
I just said if I knew about it.
So she completely blindsides you and was like lying to you. You're saying like. See, I don't know that either. I don't think I could cheat on her either,
name? Frank, what's the dude's name? Well, I guess maybe he knew.
Okay, there's a limit to the time.
What's the dude's name that got caught up? Denzel Washington played him.
Frank Lucas?
Yeah, Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I don't know if his wife knew or his girl knew at the time. I'm not really sure.
Fair.
I can't remember.
It was rich as hell. You thought this man was a stockbroker?
Back then, girls, you know what? We're getting away from the subject. But my point is, back then,
she may not know. That's all I'm saying. I'm holding it down.
Okay, all right. Because she was like, I think his mom in the movie, I don't know if it really happened, but like, she will leave you. Because it's like, if she didn't know, but anyway.
I'm just at this point in my life, at 39 years old, that I want to give what I could, like, however I want you to treat me. Is how I'm going to do. Like, I want you to hold it down for 6 years, so I'm going to hold it down for 6 years.
So 10 years. You're gonna have a no nut century.
10 years, we're gonna have to have a conversation. We might have like
6 years is not. All right.
That's 4 more years. That's high school. Somebody can graduate high school at that time. Okay, this is what I'm saying. If 10 years,
okay.
Me and my wife got to have a conversation like, okay, we might need a conjugal girlfriend in this relationship to kind of hold me down within this. If it's like 15, 20 years, that's crazy. You feel what I'm saying?
6 years, you rolling with it.
But
all right,
anything under 10, I can hold it down to 10. After 10, we got to have a conversation.
Okay, so what are you doing? You just going Pornhub? You just doing that stuff?
But for sure. Jergens on deck, Pornhub, going to strip clubs, just sending her the news in the mail. I'm sending her news in the mail, bro. Like, I'm holding it down.
I got you.
I'm holding it down. I'm just saying. But okay, so go back to Papoose. He held it down. Mm-hmm. It's not confirmed that he cheated on her in the 6 years. We don't know. Mm-hmm. So let's say he didn't. So we can't put that on him.
I just doubt it. But go ahead. I'm listening.
I agree. I doubt it.
I just know I'm not.
She clearly would have said that if he did. She comes out. Your husband is still there waiting for you, and right out of jail. She just boom, cheated on the man.
Exactly. So he should have. But I got you. So okay.
But back to your point, we should have. But his conscience is clear now.
He didn't
so now you don't have to worry about karma. You're like, okay, I'm good. I can just move on in peace.
My whole thing is she's cheating. Apparently, she's cheating on him with people that are in his
circle.
Yeah, like at least
he knocked that.
Be like a Wall Street, broker or something. Somebody's outside the circle.
He wasn't. I mean, no Diddy, but he didn't look that attractive of a man either. Like he wasn't like a big upgrade, and he was like a battle rapper. He's way more successful.
But that's how she.
That would hurt my feelings. Like you know what I'm saying? Like it's like, damn, you cheated on me, but you like that would hurt me more.
So you feel like she cheated up?
Bro, heck no.
Cheated down.
Who is this dude? Because
you say he's way more successful. We saying she's way more successful than him.
No, I'm saying he's Papoose is more successful. This is your husband who's more successful, more famous. He's been doing
stuff for a while, yeah.
And I get it. Like, the relationship gets bored. But the wild part of it is that he moved on. Got this beautiful black woman who's a boxer, heavyweight champ, all kind of stuff. She's goated apparently. I had to do my research on her. And then she's like, "Oh, he cheated on me." That is the most toxic way to look at it. You gotta, hey, bro, you've been cheating on me this whole time. I don't know.
Let's just say this. At the end of the day, I do feel like this is something we can get into, but I do feel like I wouldn't say this is always this way, but I've noticed that the opposite sex, even though through my time, it's always seen as that men are very egocentric. But I do know that a lot of women have decently big egos as well. And so I think that the idea of being outed and being looked bad, it was like, I gotta come up with something. I can't look like
even
this.
though I did wrong. Right. Like, who is this girl?
Which is, the old thing about it doesn't matter if you're wrong, you're right, she's right, that thing. Yeah. I'm not saying that's with every woman, but I'm just saying that seems to be, I've noticed some things here and there,
Yeah, it's a sticky situation, but I'm glad he's happy and he found somebody that he's happy. I don't care. I hope her heart breaks and is scarred like the...
Scar hearts?
How it's super scarred. Heart, that's what she get.
Scar hearts.
I mean, he hurt that man. He held it down. So, hey, it is what it is. I mean, Remy's dope. I'm a fan of Remy.
Yeah, dope.
Like,
dope. I mean, even when she was going back with Nicki Minaj and her, that was
Terror
dope.
Squad, Remy's a goat. But hey, you got to hold that L, man. Your man moved on. Let him go.
Right.
You can't have 2 boyfriends, sis.
Well, again, it is the public scrutiny.
And then 2, he hasn't said, she been cheated on him. This happened like 2 years, 3 years ago. He ain't said a thing. The moment you see him with this girl, it's confirmed.
Like,
you doing all this internet stuff, like keep it in the house. We shouldn't even know about this.
Well, but that's what I'm about to say. Even with that, even with the battle that happened when he went into the place and they had the and he knocked him out. Yeah. Knocked him out.
Nobody even found out about that.
Somebody said, what somebody say? Said that if you, what did he say? She told me, if you have, if you're my side dude and you get knocked out by my husband, you can't be my side dude no more. We think
That's
about
a sticky
that
situation. That's the thing. I was thinking about that. Like, if yo
side dude get knocked out by your husband,
you can't say that to me because your main dude could be a UFC fighter, but he's a dick. Your main dude could be a Marine and he's a dick. Your side dude could be a Wall Street guy that treats you good and he's a sensitive dude.
You might have to find a different side dude.
So what if your side dude had a gun though?
You killed him? What are you talking about?
I might not necessarily kill you, but if I know you John Bones Jones is your husband, and I'm in the house, boy, I'm not going to be over there without my strap. I'm going to shoot your ass. That's what I'm saying. So the fact that he was over there like, yeah, let's tussle and got whooped is pretty funny.
Ripped, yes.
It just pulls salt on the wound. So that's hilarious to me because, I'm getting up out of there.
Okay.
I'm going to ease my way up out of that situation. Hey, bro. I'm going to get up out of there. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
shouts out to Remy and Papoose, man. Hope y'all figure this out. Hope everybody... Because this is the thing. A lot of women, too, men do this. A lot of women do this, too, though. When women are in relationship with men and they are unattractive to their husband or their boyfriend, they really think no other woman wants him anymore. You feel what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So do you think it's somewhat, this is a good segue to this. Do you think it's somewhat inevitable?
No.
But that, if you're in, because they've been together for how long?
A long time.
20 years at least?
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So at some point in time, I always told, and I think this happens, you fall in and out of love in your relationships. Right? I think you have to fall in love again over and over again.
I say you're in love, but I say you fall in and out of lust. I say that. Like, because you should lust your wife, you lust your husband. I feel like that goes away every once in a while.
Yeah, but see, I think the word love, being in love and lust is very interchangeable. I think you always love the person,
right?
But being in love, a lot of times there's a lot of lust that goes on.
Yeah,
but
right? In love and lust are very close together,
right? And so I guess what I'm asking you is, so I think sometimes it's inevitable when you're more attracted to a person than not. There's a lot of different things you can do to work on it. They say
you can fire start the lust.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And so I guess what I'm asking you is, do you think that with them, it was going to be inevitable anyway? So what should you do about that in those situation?
We don't know their situation.
I'm talking about I'm not just just them.
I just wanted to make that clear. We don't know their situation. So every situation is different. Okay. If there's 3 million people on earth who are all married, 3 million of those situations are completely different.
Right.
So let's go generally. So if we're going general with this, bro, you got to look at it as like this, bro. You have to make yourself open to the lust being started.
Right.
So when you close yourself off, like you're sleeping in separate rooms, it's gonna be hard to. It's gonna be hard to fire start that. If you move out, these things are harder to fire start the lust. Okay, you know what I'm saying? To get it back popping. You get what I'm saying? So I noticed too is men always think some other dude want to sleep with their woman. No matter how bummy the woman is, she could be lactating, pregnant. The dude's gonna be like, man, some other dude's gonna want to smash my girl.
Because most of the time they will.
They don't care, pregnant or not.
Pregnant or not.
Women forget how fly they dudes are.
Right.
I see it normally. Like I'll be in that house bummy for 2 months. I go get dressed up. My girl be like, where you going? Like, it's like,
so you know what that is? You know what that is because you're not. I'm not saying you, but when that happens, it's because you're not dating your woman. You've stopped dating your woman.
Right.
That's something why the fire can start to lessen, right?
But if you flip it, she gets dressed to go to work every day, and I look at her like, "Wow, you look pretty." She goes to work, looking dressed up. But like when we do it, it's like women get defensive, they get insecure, and they're like, "Whoa, what's up, bro? What you got going on?" You're like, "Bro, I just put a t-shirt on."
But it is because again, well, so when's the last time you went out with her? When's the last time you took her out?
That ain't got nothing to do with her because that's all I'm saying. Because the moment another woman wants you, even in the bummy state, she gonna be like, "Who's this girl?" That's what's going on with the Remy situation. Papoose has been fresh. He probably looked the same, but somebody else wants him. And now she like, okay, nah, who's this girl? She blew it up.
And you think she forgot that somebody else would want him?
Absolutely. She forgot how fly he was. She forgot how good of a dad he was. Those things get forgotten about. Dudes will never forget another dude. When we throw y'all back in the ocean, we throw y'all back bloody. And what happens when you throw a bloody piece of meat in the ocean? Who comes? What's the most predator? Shark gonna come.
That's right.
Women think he lame, he got fat, he broke, and then they say these things to themselves every day at night when they want to hate you. They say these things over and over so they can feel better when they leave your ass. Okay, and we're talking about the toxic women. We're not talking about healthy women. So when they get over you, when they convince themselves like, this man ain't ish. He's nothing. He's low. So she's like, yep, he ain't ish. You can leave him. And then when she leaves you, and then you get with a new girl, she's like, I never thought your lame ass would be with another girl, especially her. What's going on? Yeah, what you mean? We were just in the hustle and bustle of life, and yeah, we was busy. I couldn't take you on a date, but you know, You need somebody that's gonna hold you down through the bummy times, the lovely time. What's the bummy time for a woman? When she's pregnant. She's the most vulnerable in history.
Right,
and you would say a vast majority of the population hold their women down at the pregnancy pregnancy, right? Like we're very sensitive, you know. Obviously, the dudes that cheat on their dudes, we girls.
It's a thing. I saw something recent about that
for sure. But we can't discount the guys who are good guys. Well, there's a lot of good guys that don't cheat on their wives when they're pregnant.
Some of the guys become pregnant with the wives.
They sitting down eating Doritos with them, dipping in the sardines. You see what I'm saying? So that's all I'm saying.
Do you think that when it comes to women, if you have something going on, would they leave? Would they, you know, or do you think, because like you say, it's a double standard. If you if you have a scandal going on, like for example, Jay-Z, he's got the scandal kind of going on, not much because he really came in and said what he had to say. Right. And you know, Beyonce's not gonna, you know, probably leave or anything like that, right?
Yeah, he already cheated on her and she didn't leave. So
well, there you go. But let's just say 10 women came out.
Okay, I flipped the switch. I look at it in my situation. 10 men came out and said, "Hey, this girl raped me."
Okay,
this girl used to put like the Cardi B situation. How that's why I never understood. Shouts out to Cardi, but when it came out, when she said out of her own mouth, she used to drug dudes and take their money when she was a stripper. Listen, all I'm saying, if a dude said that same thing, they would put that man on a cross. So all I'm saying, I gotta flip this. So if I'm like,
standard for sure.
Hold up, you drug 10 dudes and stole all that. Who am I with? Oh, I gotta leave you, bro.
Well, but then but there's some people who don't care about stuff like that.
I gotta leave
because they do stuff like that. They might do something like that.
Now, if you had told me this beforehand, hey, yo, I had a crazy past. I used to do wild stuff. If I got hit with it, if I'm finding out about just like the news is, I'm not saying I'm leaving you, but we need to talk about who you are, because you're like acting like this person that
you don't feel like you knew that person.
I don't know you. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm confused now.
So so do you think, just to kind of backtrack on the question I was asking about Jay-Z, do you think he actually, in your opinion, do you think he actually did it?
The 13-year-old girl thing?
Honestly.
I think he was there.
Really? You think so?
I think he was there. You wouldn't, bro. They're not going through all this if Jay-Z wasn't at least in the house.
Well, you know, as in like at the party, not
I think
in
he was
the room.
at the party. And the lawyer is like kind of throwing, you know, what do you call it? He's throwing darts and hoping they stick. Yeah. And he got a list of who was at that party. Whoever was doing whatever they was doing with this young lady was doing it. It was probably not even, I'm not even saying it was Puff. I don't even think Puff was doing nothing. I think it was his house.
You think Puff is not even.
That just sounds crazy to me. 13 is wild.
But Puff has like 30 people.
All I'm saying is,
I feel like it's wild
think
too.
Something happened and they were there. Just like if me and you had a party and then we both are on the mortgage and that same thing happened there, we're both going to jail.
Facts.
Doesn't matter. So I think that's what I think is going on. Like, he didn't stop it. He didn't knock on the door and be like, "Hey, what are you guys doing?" Right. I think it's something along those lines, if it was true.
In all honesty, though, I think it's crazy but we lived in that society then. I mean, I don't know what would happen this day and time that a 13-year-old would even be able to. I mean, I understand some
we can't dismiss it because of the R. Kelly situation.
Yeah, exactly.
So we gotta respect it, you know, because if this woman was a victim, you know, we gotta respect that. But I think she probably was victimized.
Of course, yeah.
It just happened at the party, and
maybe somebody else.
Again, this is me guessing. She probably lied. Oh, I'm 18.
To who?
I'm 18. Give me
for sure.
You know what I mean? If you all know, if a girl says I'm 13, everybody's like, oh, whoa.
But there's a difference between a 13-year-old. I feel like there's a difference. You don't think so? You don't think that a person looks a little?
There's some superhumans out here. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I do know
superhumans out here. And guys like him young. Maybe. And guys like him young. Because Aaliyah at 15 didn't look 15.
Yes, okay, but look. At 23, at 21, I might not feel like that way.
Right.
But at 30.
Oh, 100%.
I can see the difference between.
You're not seeing a difference at 21.
I'm telling you right now, I can see a difference between a 30-year-old girl and even an 18-year-old girl.
I can too. I have a daughter.
Or a 16. I can see it facially.
I can for 100%.
So personally, I'm just saying I
think so. They knew she was underage. I'm not saying they knew she was 13, but they probably thought she was 16, 17, 15. She got invited. It was on some Epstein type stuff. Somebody liked young girls there. Maybe R. Kelly was in the building. You're like, hey, bro, make sure you got a couple of young girls for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Line them up. Puff Daddy said, I got what you want.
He's like, listen, I need a hook. Just bring me.
You know, Puff Daddy just seems like he just is just dumb. He just would just give you what you want. Like, what you want? You know, you're like, boys, you're like, what do you like? And he'll have it for you at the. I'm telling you, that's what's going on.
Jeez.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on.
Okay. Well, I mean.
But if it was legit, it would be a criminal case. 100%.
Oh, we passed
It's not even it's a
statute of limitations.
No, not in New York. They don't have a statute of limitations when it comes down to
I was told that.
to the R
and
word.
Look, I don't know. I don't think that, like you said, I don't know Jay-Z obviously.
Wrong place, wrong time, wrong
but
friend.
Yeah, maybe around the area, maybe they're throwing darts. It doesn't seem like the type of person that would do that, but I don't know him. You know,
he was at the house.
And do you think, speaking of that, do you when it comes to being a man, do you feel like that? What do you think about the whole Me Too movement thing going on and stuff like that? Like, it's been, it started a long time ago, but it still seems to be going on. So have you ever felt like victimized by it yourself in a way?
And
it's a weird word to use, but
yeah, this is one of them topics gonna get us canceled before we start. But
listen, man,
we got to keep it real.
Yeah,
I support the Me Too movement.
Okay,
because I think dude's been doing some wild
stuff. Especially in the 90s and 80s. Yeah, of course.
2 women.
2000s,
I've seen it. I've been at parties. Wow. I've seen women being victimized at a party and then in 2004, but in 2024, you'd be like, oh, we might have all been locked up.
I mean, like, even on TV shows, you see stuff, you're like,
see what I'm saying?
Crazy.
So,
right.
it was, yeah. So, I'm glad it's because there's some creepy dudes. And again, I like to flip the scripts. What is this girl, my wife? Mm-hmm. Now, I do think, okay, you are inviting a little of that too. Like, again, any super duper loyal woman, okay, and we have a woman in the studio right now, so you just nod your head yes. If you think I'm true, if a dude, if he's your boss, you making $90K a year, if he's your boss, right, and he makes a pass at you and slides his hand on your thigh, if you ain't knocking him the hell out or saying get the hell out of my way, or just make it apparent that you're not interested, and you are okay with getting fired, then I got questions for you. So how you let this happen and you worked here for 2 more years after that? You talking about 50-50. 100%. No, that was a bar too. Okay, figure, walk me through this. Do you feel like there's certain type of woman that'll do that? Because I haven't met any, well, for me, I'm not a 50-50 guy. You were like what? Give me the percentage. I'm a 70-30 guy. I will pay for 70% of everything. Okay, so you're a 50-50 dude. It's not the same I'm just saying it's pretty close. 50-50. No, 70 is literally 30% more. That's crazy. Look, but 50, it's different because she gets to save 30% of her stuff. Does she got a job? She has a job. She's pulling income. She's pulling income. If you lost your job, she can hold you down. That's different. I'm not talking about me losing my job. She's holding you down. But but that's just anything. If she loses her job, I'm holding down 100% at that point. Are you the breadwinner? Do you make more? Yes. Okay, so you should go 70-30. Just like a girl who makes more. But even if she made 4, I still would do something. That's crazy. That is a personal thing because I like taking care of my woman. But that's crazy. It just doesn't make any sense. If my girl makes $200K and I make $50K and she wants to be with me and I'm paying 70-30 is insane. Like that just doesn't make any sense. Especially if she loves me. I'm like, I'm over here working overtime. So that right there. It doesn't make no sense. If it's that much of a vast difference, that's what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, if my girl's making $250, I'm making $150. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take care of 100%. Like if I'm making 50 and she's making 75, I'm gonna take care of something. But if it's a vast difference, if she's making $100, I'm making even if she makes $100K and I make 50 and I'm trying to do 70-30, that's just stupid at that point. I'm just doing this to look fun, look like a man. No, it's not about looking like a man. And the 70 doesn't necessarily need to be like gifts and stuff. The 70 is just like, okay. No, we're not talking about I believe, this make more Bible stuff, maybe you want to get into that, but I believe that a man's purpose is to provide for his woman. Yeah, and providing isn't necessarily financial. Hold on. I got you. Yeah. But I get you. But what I'm saying is you can, again, if it's a vast difference, fine, doesn't make any sense, you're right. But I do believe that a man's job is to provide for and take care of his woman. So I do believe in gender roles. That may be a thing that people may get me, people may think that's ridiculous, but I do believe in that. But I don't believe in it to the point where it's just like, it's toxic to the point where it's like, yo, I have to do everything and you always have to be cooking. Like, I'll cook sometimes. I'll help you out with the housework. I do I feel the same. All those different things. I take care of all 5 of my kids. I'm staying home dad. Exactly. You've been so a girl couldn't even pull that gender role on me. Right, and you taking care of the kids on your own. Cooked, did all that. So exactly. So, but what I'm saying is I do feel like a man his job is to take care of the woman. Of his family and his woman. All right, so this is probably gonna sound like, Okay, I'm a little contradicting.
but no,
because I believe in gender roles too, but then I don't.
Okay,
because it's new age. Like again, I work from home and I take care of all my kids, all 5 of them at the same time at the house.
Right.
So I believe in gender roles. Okay, this is all I'm saying. Like you said, the man should provide. That means this is gonna sound like a kind of like a pimp a little bit. But if my girl is making $200K and I'm making $20,000 a year,
okay,
I am the man and I'm providing, but I'm providing with Joe bread too because I'm still the man. You get what I'm saying? So if I'm like, hey, hold on, hear me out. You make your $200K, right?
Go ahead.
Hey, well, go ahead. I'm not saying deposit that in my account, but deposit that in my account. We're gonna figure this out, okay?
Wow.
That's what I believe in, and I like that's just fact. And then that's an extreme example. But if you want to be with me, I feel like I provide so much value to you.
I got you.
You get what I'm saying? I'm no regular dude, bro. And again, a lot of you dudes need to step y'all shit up. You feel what I'm saying? I'm not a regular guy at all. You feel what I'm saying? My girl leaves the house at 6:30 in the morning, and she comes home at 6:30 at night. Kids are good. No daycare, no nothing. You don't got to worry about. You don't got no throw up on your clothes. You don't got to go to the day. You don't got to worry about that. She can leave that. She can leave for 2 weeks and go.
And you good.
She don't have to work. She ain't got. But I take my kids everywhere. A lot of these dudes ain't doing that. So you bum dudes out there, don't think you can do this. You got to. The level is this. You see what I'm saying? So if you can be that and you can hold it down. Bro, what you mean? You know, women will be like, "Oh my God, I make $300K, but I'm so worried about my son being at the daycare. He's getting sick. A lot of women don't care about money, bro.
And so
they care about the well-being of their
question.
children and their family.
So I feel you. So you don't. So, but there's a certain type of woman because there's
yes.
You know, most of those type of women are women are somewhat bosses, you could say, and they.
No, bro, I don't think so.
So what I'm saying is the type of woman that wants to be taken care of is not going for that.
No, okay. So there's women that make money, and there's women that make money and they're bosses. Those are two different things. They could be a woman that's just $100,000 woman that loves her husband, loves her family, and is like, hey, if you're better at doing the home stuff, I'll go to work. The fact that she makes more money than me doesn't mean she's a better provider than me.
No,
because I can make make better decisions for her. I can be like, okay, this is where we're moving. This is what the school. She can handle all the mom stuff too.
I get that, but what I'm saying is there are women out here that don't even want to work like that.
Okay, and
that's what I'm saying.
And I think those women are just louder than most women, dog. Just want love and they don't care. Like you'll see think about a cougar, bro. Okay, well, that's a thing, right? There's older women that prey on young men, right? Why is that the point? Because they got bread, so they can. So
right.
Okay, so why is it okay at that point? So women don't care about the money. They just want some dude to be next to them. So now you got to do that. Is your age? He's holding it down. You getting great sex from him. He's not cheap. You're still getting all your designer purses and going on trips. He's holding it down. So with his little money that he's doing, it feels like it's 70-30 or 80-20. But the money that you're bringing is just mostly holding down a corporation.
I got you.
It's like going in.
There are women out here that go for that. That will go for that. And
I feel like
I'd say there's probably 50% of them.
Especially the state of how horrible men are right now and how hard it is to find a new man. More women are going to that route.
Right.
Okay.
But I will tell you, I do hear a lot of women that are like, bro, I want to have a guy to take care of me. They don't want to do 50-50.
Those are the baddies. Those are the loud ones, the super duper pretty ones, all that. But you even got you can go to freaking Lithuania and find a beautiful 10. That's like, bro, I don't care. But I want you just to love me and hug me and give me babies.
Okay.
Last point. Women are paying $20,000 for what is it called? IVS? Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So you gonna pay $20,000 for one chance to get and you got this whole man in the house. Girl, listen, get that man at 20, invest in him, and be like, I won't cheat on you. I won't do nothing. Girl's gonna pay for that.
Got you. I got you.
We're valuable, man. Don't you ever underestimate your value as a man. And women are valuable too, but it depends on what you want. So if I'm coming into the relationship as okay, dang, I want you, and you're coming in as like the top dog, and you bringing her from the bottom and all that stuff. Hey, bro, you got to pay. And she likes that certain lifestyle, but there's a type of woman for everybody. There's women that likes trucks. There's girls that like to farm. There's a lot of women out there. You know.
I guess maybe I'm more attracted to women who not necessarily need a man to do things for, but want a man to.
You like those women that like being
some type of psychology thing for me.
Yeah. I've been with a lot of women, bro. There's women that's gonna do whatever for you. They'll buy you a car, bro. I had a girl one time want me to put me in her will, bro. She was like, bro, I knew her for 3 months, bro.
I never ran across those.
She was like, bro, I love you so much. I want to put you in my will to show you how. I was like, dang.
So
too.
All right, so this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna get into some hot topics.
All right, let's go.
A couple of them real quick. So I'm gonna do quick for the shoe match. Okay, so first question is, why do men retreat or sabotage relationships when it begins to get serious?
I have never done that
You've never done it
in my life.
ever.
I was one of them kids that wanted. Well, I've told you I wanted a girlfriend in high school, bro.
You've never done that ever in your life.
Never salvaged, bro. That's the best part, bro. It's called a honeymoon stage for a reason. Shit lit.
Even when it gets serious, because the honeymoon stage can be like when it's not serious. It's
Bro, the
like
question should be, why do men sabotage the relationship after 5-6 years? Because that's when we leave, and that's when we cheat. And who leaves in the beginning?
Well, I think that's easy because they're bored.
Okay, so why would you leave in the beginning?
Some people like 6 months in,
crazy.
It's cool, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh, she wants to be in a relationship. She wants to get serious. I gotta start having responsibility."
That's a little boy stuff, bro. If you,
I get it. I'm just saying, why do men do it?
I don't know. I can't answer that because I've never done that before.
Okay,
I can't do that. And all I'm saying, 6 months in the relationship, that's the best head, that's the best coochie, that's the best love, that's the best time you ever finna get. So why would you sabotage?
Yeah, but Antoine, what I'm saying is, after all that stuff happens, then you're like, then things get serious. Now you have responsibility. Love without responsibility can feel great, but then once responsibility comes in,
yeah, I think that if I'm like, I want to take this home with me.
Right,
I'll give you back the analogy with the shark with the water. You dropping some, so I got all this great stuff, and I'm about to throw it back in the ocean for some more sharks. Crazy.
All right. Well, okay. So then, how about why are people addicted to toxicity?
I don't think you're addicted to it. It's toxic for a reason.
Do you think you need toxicity in a relationship to keep it fresh?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay,
I'm toxic as hell in my relationship.
Okay,
for sure. My girl will tell you every day.
I
might see her in the hallway and just grab her by the neck and throw her against the wall. She'd be like, "You're so toxic," but she loves it.
Well, what other like? Maybe like making her jealous sometimes.
Nah, that's crazy. That's a little immature.
That's too toxic.
That's a little immature. That's you don't want to make somebody jealous.
So there's a certain level of toxicity.
Yeah, I think like just kind of like. You know, who you texting over there? Like that type of toxic stuff, playful toxic stuff.
Yeah, I'm that way.
Yeah, I like that's you got to have that a little bit because you got to keep your girl on your toes, bro. Like, who the hell you texting, bro? Like stuff like that, little fun stuff like that.
For sure. Okay, single mothers, dating single mothers. What are some of the pros and cons? Have you ever dated a single mother before?
One.
Okay, one. What is the man?
Well, my girlfriend now was a single mom too. So
okay,
two.
so what are the pros and cons?
Snacks is finna be at the house. She got the whip. She got that. She got the food stamps. Oh, she got the food stamps. Because no matter, even if she making $60K a year, she still can get the food stamps because she's with the kid.
But boy, she's making 100 or 2. You said she got the best.
Ain't no single mom making no $100K a year, bro. Get out of here.
What do you mean?
Where they at?
Single moms that have
if there's single women out here making $100K, you need to send your tenants so these dudes can be.
I've dated a woman that's single mom made $100K a year. It happens.
How long was she single mom for
a couple years?
She must have been healing.
Maybe on here.
Yeah, that's rare. All I'm saying, that's rare. Food stamps gonna be on deck. Snacks is gonna be in the house. She's gonna be able to. If you have kids as a man, she's gonna be able to indoctrinate them in the house good. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. She already know how to do hair, ponytails. You don't gotta teach her nothing. Perfect. Cons is what I said. You might get jumped by a baby daddy.
You know what? I've never experienced that. Never been jumped by a baby daddy. But
I ain't never been jumped by no baby daddy. But you gonna have some smoke with a baby daddy because if you dating my ex-wife, we gonna have to talk.
Really?
My ex-wife have a boyfriend. We have a talk. We've had been some situations.
Got you.
Yeah, and it's been cool.
I've seen you get angry. I've seen that.
Yeah. So it's like it's not even about getting angry. It's like we gonna have to talk. These my babies over there. So it's sometimes that's what it is. But I feel like the pros outweigh the cons because I couldn't even date a girl without a kid right now if I was single.
Really?
Wouldn't even make no sense.
Because of your situation.
No, bro. Because it's like a girl without a kid. It's too much of a risk.
Why?
Because you don't know how she gonna be when you have a kid with her.
Got you.
Okay. I've already see how if you got a kid, I can see how you treat your baby daddy. Okay, you got him on child support. Nah, but he paid me under the table. Ding, ding, ding. Okay, what's going? Okay, you feel what I'm saying? I'm going through all the checklists. Who pick up your kid? Your grandmama? You got both grandmas in the picture? Yeah, they pick the baby up on Saturdays. Bet you gonna have some a long time. You get to know all of that. She responsible. She ain't running around just when the homegirls call her up and she's bored at 8:00 at night on a weekday. She ain't going.
Right.
Her ass gonna be at the house.
You think that's because you
love
are?
it.
Some guys like dating moms that have kids because they know where she's gonna be at.
That's me. 100%. You at the house on a Friday night.
At the house, she ain't out.
I'm good.
That may have to do with some insecurities.
That's why I knock them up quick. I know that's insecure. Knock them out quick. They got something to do. Now I be looking at my girl sometime. I'm like, how you bored? You got 5 kids in this house.
Okay.
You better teach the little boy Spanish.
All right. So real quick for you, white women, black women. Mm-hmm. I don't know what your thoughts are on that. What is your preference? Do you have a preference?
Okay, I think all men have preferences.
Okay.
My ex-wife is white. She's German, 100%, and my girlfriend now is American white.
Okay.
But I don't have a preference.
I got you. It just so happened to be that.
Yeah, I feel like, black women, one of my longest relationships has been with a black woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's never worked out. And I know that's just crazy because we always have this conversation. When I'm like, let's say I start a job for the first time, like a black girl always is like, I can't believe you black. They're all so shocked. Right? But everybody in high school, they know. You feel what I'm saying? I don't know, because I don't know why they just like, I would never, this one girl I worked with was like, I would never thought you would be with a white woman. I'm like, that's crazy. But again, I think it's more like, I'm not from here.
Right.
Us, island, I'm from the Bahamas. I know a lot of guys from Nigeria, African dudes. I feel like more African, island, foreign guys. He might be from London, and black dude, they're gonna more so marry and date a white women. Right. African American guys, they don't really marry white women like that.
Right.
They just date them in high school, and then they end up with a black girl off rip. I just, so it's whatever. You got to be cool.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to be cool, and it just doesn't matter to me. But again, I know what everybody. Oh, you like white? I'm not. You know me long enough to know, like, hey, it is what it is.
All right, so we're gonna do this real quick. We got some questions that I'm gonna have my protege. Ooh. Well, Portia. She's gonna come in here. She helped me put this whole thing together.
Oh, you gonna do it from right there?
I'm gonna have her ask some questions. And we gonna give some advice on the questions real quick. This is gonna be called Portia's Corner or something. What are we doing? Portia's Friends. All right, Portia's Friends.
You look like you're supposed to be there. You know that girl you remember the girl who was working with Howard Stern? Mm-hmm. And she like, yeah, you could be there. Yeah. Old girl, the black girl who worked with Howard Stern, yeah.
Yeah. All right, so go ahead, Portia. Ask some questions.
Hello, everybody.
What's up?
Hi. Okay, so the first question that I have, the title of it is, Why Do Men Love Wasting Time? So this is the scenario. The person says, I met a guy on a dating app and he asked for my number. For the past 2 weeks, he's been texting me continuously, talking about how he can't wait to take me out and hang out with me. But not once has he moved forward with actually making plans or attempting to meet up in person. What is the purpose of this? Why do men reach out for no reason? Why do men reach out for no reason other than what you're doing, the WYD text?
Yeah.
Oh, I got a question. So they're just dating. This is like not a boyfriend.
So no, they're not dating. They just met him on an app. They're texting or whatever. He's just talking to multiple women. He's not that interested.
He got a roster.
That's the reality.
He's a roster and he's distracted.
Yeah, and you get somebody when he gets bored. He's like, we should talk.
You should actually be offended if he giving you a lot of time, because that means you the only girl he talking to.
What you mean?
That means he ain't getting no girls.
Oh my God!
I'm just being real.
Right.
Like you got a clinger on your hand. He might start stalking you. You be like, hold up,
hold on. Now, when I started dating, there's times when I haven't.
All I'm saying is
that's not true. I guess I did have.
Thank you. So if you have the roster, or like at least a potential, you're busy, or you got going on, you work. You're not gonna be. You're gonna be like, oh, and that's gonna make y'all like us more anyway.
But that's just, but and that's fine. But not going on one date.
Again,
it's one thing for him to be like going on a date and him be like, oh, but you after you go on a date, like, hey, what you doing next week?
Bro, women love the bad boys, dog. Every guy that's giving pouring attention to the women, she be ignoring him to talk to this guy. Dang, when are you gonna see me? This guy is blowing her up on the other side. This guy A is blowing her up and been knowing her and been working with her for 6 months, and she trying to hang with you because you ain't hanging out with her.
Now I agree with you. The woman like the bad boys, you gotta be a certain way.
Right.
I learned that early on.
Not hitting her up at all. I'm gonna give you a little day, coffee shop, a little something.
Right, but she's saying not hitting her up. Quick question: do you think the women loving the bad boys? You think that puts pressure on men?
No, that's
to be that way.
Oh yeah,
to
when
not
you're younger,
be too much
for sure.
Yeah,
and that's why we wait.
And then it just becomes a habit.
Because we got to wait it out. Because we know y'all like bad boys. Initially, like just naturally in a woman's body, you're gonna go for a a bad guy.
But see, I think that comes to term like that also like goes to speaks to the fact of toxicity.
Yo, for sure.
The bad boys, toxicity, that whole thing,
and it
all
turns us toxic, and it's just
everything.
A whole mess.
I think nobody wants somebody that's too easy.
Not at all. And that's my point I'm trying to make. So by him doing this is making her like him even more. So the moment he goes, let's meet Houston's 7:00, she gonna get the best outfit she has, gonna get them nails, them toes gonna be on point, and she gonna be like, I gotta make sure to lock him in, because clearly you know what I'm saying?
I mean, maybe, or some girls get tired of it, because I know some girls like guys who are a little bit more what would you call the word?
Involved in stuff.
Not involved, but intentional.
Okay, but
that doesn't show a lot of
if I got
intention.
5 girls, I'm single. I got 5 girls I'm talking to. We're not talking about sleeping with. If I got 5 girls I'm talking to, you fall off. That helps me out. Bet I'm going through process of elimination. Who left standing? So that means you wouldn't really want me anyway.
Okay. All right. Well, Portia, go ahead. Do it. Next one.
Okay. So the next one, the title of this one is "She Wants to Go Through My Phone. Am I wrong for saying no?" So this person says, "My girl keeps saying that the fact that I won't give her the code to my phone is proof that she can't fully trust me. She says if I have nothing to hide, then it shouldn't be a big deal. The thing is, I'm not cheating or talking to other women, but I still feel like my phone is my personal space. I think it's more about her insecurities. But she keeps flipping it on me, saying a man who's faithful wouldn't care. Am I wrong for saying no, or does her asking mean we already have bigger trust issues?"
How long have they been dating? Does it say?
It doesn't say.
Let's say 2 years.
Let's say 2 years.
That's a tough one.
Look, so I feel like if you're really serious in this person, let's just say, you know how you said you're with somebody who you're thinking about marrying. That's like, you don't date anybody that you're thinking about marrying. I think in that aspect, I mean, then for me, because my whole thing is
it's weird asking for it.
Hold on. Right, but what I'm saying is this. My whole thing is this: if I want to look through your phone, if I look at your phone or whatever, and you freak out.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell no. So,
you go ahead.
But
leave,
like, am I really out? Like, would I be asking like that necessarily? No. But I do want. I would probably do it in a way where it's like, oh, let me see something, and just to see your reaction. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, you do want to know. Like, you can have faith, but at the end of the way, faith only goes so far. Sometimes you gotta know. So I'm not saying that he's necessarily doing anything, but what I will say is,
trust him. He ain't doing nothing.
What I will say is, though, it is a little weird and suspicious. I was on a road trip with a female, with a woman, and we were driving somewhere, literally innocently was like, hey, I want to show you something. Let me show you your phone, because I was using my phone for directions. She freaked out. I knew something was up.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So, you know what I'm saying? Nah, it's a wrap. So that whole thing is a problem.
Mine, I'm probably going to be a little controversial with this.
Go ahead.
I think asking for it is wild, because this is my property, right?
I got you.
Okay. Women, y'all overreact on shit, right? Let's say you sent me the email for the stuff, right? Let's say my girl on my phone, that popped up right at the top. Who's this?
Who's Portia? Right.
Now I got to have a whole 2-hour argument for no reason. Same with her. So if I'm going through your phone, if I'm in I got your phone, who's this? Who's Brad? I'm turning it up. Okay. So again, hold up. You should have that, like, first off, I'm going through the phone no matter what, whether you know or not. You feel me? I like not even knowing I'm going through your phone.
Okay,
I've been going through that. What you talking about? 2 years? I've been going through your phone.
Exactly.
Been saw that, because you gonna cheat no matter if you give me the phone or not.
Facts. People,
you see what I'm
cheat,
saying, bro?
right.
They got apps to hide. You got second phones. You might leave that at work, bro. I don't trust nobody, cuz. You see, so if you giving me your phone, you think that's gonna distract me? Oh, you're faithful? Get the hell out of here with that. I'm not finna believe this. So what we finna do is, like, I'm finna go through that phone anyway. I've been through that phone. You probably, boy, I've been through that phone. You know that little 20 seconds when you put your phone, I've been swiped through that real quick. I've been going through your phone.
Okay, but let's just say there's a time or whatever, maybe it's a year in, where you try to go through the phone or whatever, but you couldn't get in. Then, I don't know.
I don't even need your password. Why do I need your password, bro? Now, if I'm like, hey, let me get your phone.
How else you gonna go through the phone?
Fam.
All right, you know something. I don't know.
How do y'all go through the phones?
I usually know the password already.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So the dude is still cheating and gave her the password. My point exactly. A lot of that happens
you don't
too.
have to give me the password. I'm gonna figure it out.
I'm gonna figure it out too.
I'm looking.
Guess what? It's 2024, bro. You're gonna have that phone hooked up to the car. It's gonna be like, bing! I'm gonna see it anyway. So if you cheating, if your person is cheating, bro, you gonna find out no matter if you're going through the phone or not.
I mean,
it might be delayed.
I think if it doesn't come out in the rinse,
it's gonna come out.
Wash, it comes out in the rinse.
It's gonna come out. You see what I'm saying?
I agree.
Keep your, because again, bro, you're a musician, I'm a musician, bro. We talk to models, we're talking ideas, we're talking a lot, we're doing a lot of things. And I just had that situation with my ex-wife, and it would just be like, who's this? And why'd you pick this girl? Like, I'll pick a girl for a music video, and now she's into, like, digging deep on why I picked this girl. Are you attracted to this?
But do you think that that's a reflection that can ever be, not for you, but if that's happened, that can be a reflection on something that the energy you're giving
Hell
her?
no. Because
this is just wait. Let me hear, because at the end of the day, like you said, the music video. I'm not picking anybody to be in my music video that I don't think is attractive. Otherwise, she wouldn't be in my music video.
Right. But you need to have a girl that's understands
that. Yes, but at the end of the day, also, like, if I'm also making sure dating my woman, also doing certain things to make sure she knows. It's all about you.
Gotta reassure her, bro.
Yeah, exactly. But you reassure her by dating her, by reassuring her just in general, by not acting funny, by having certain energy towards her.
Bro, I can slide you the phone and show you the text message.
I'm not talking about that.
You see what I'm saying?
I'm just talking about you can slide phone and show text messages all you want. I'm just saying you can do all that stuff. If a woman is insecure about something or anybody's insecure about something, it doesn't matter.
I guess my only pushback.
It's really all about the energy that you're giving her.
Right. I guess my pushback on that is a lot of women that no matter what you do, they're going to still be insecure. You can date them, you can do all this, and they're going to do you agree?
I agree.
Well, okay. You see what I'm saying? No matter what you do, you can date a girl, bro, and do all this, and the girl is still. There's dudes right now watching this be like, bro, I do all this stuff that Devin is saying, and she still want to go through my phone.
That may be true. All
right, so this is the last one. It says, am I moving too slow for her? I'm dating this woman and things are going great, but now she's talking about moving in together. We've only been dating for a year, and I'm not ready for that yet. When I told her I needed more time, she said I'm wasting her time and not serious about the relationship. But I feel like rushing things will only cause problems later. Am I wrong for wanting to slow down, or should I just take the leap to show her that I'm serious?
I'm not, for me, I am not moving in with any. So I've done it once. When I was young, I moved in with somebody after about 6 months. At this point in time, I'm not moving with anybody until two and a half years, because at the end of the day, like, you don't know people.
It might take you 6 years until you know somebody.
Well, exactly.
You know what I mean?
For me, I gotta get to know you. We gotta really see this work, because at the end of the day, there may be a fear of commitment. Some girls have told me that I may have a little bit of fear of commitment.
That's not fair commitment. You man of God.
I'm just saying, but that's one other thing.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, some people have told me that's the reason why I may not do that, or I don't move fast. I just gotta see who you are,
bro. We're not finna move in.
A year is not long enough.
We're not finna move in with you until I know I'm going to marry you. Exactly. Let's go back to how I said the condom thing. Facts. If you take off the condom, we got to either be talking about marriage or we having babies.
The condom comes off.
Living with you?
Get married.
Yo, kick her to the curb. Whoever this dude is, that you need a new girl, because she should not be putting
pressure on you.
Remember back in the day, bro, people got moved in after the wedding. They sold the houses right before the wedding.
But nowadays, people move in after 2 months.
That's cool, but just know you're going to marry her. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think 2 months is long enough. I think it needs to be at least a minimum a year. But I think 2 years is good.
Stop putting even time frame. It might take y'all 10.
Right. No, I mean, I got you. But right. I guess what I'm saying is, there's always a honeymoon phase. I think 2 years, me and you talked about this before. I think 2 years is when you start to really, all the masks are taken off and you really get to know who the person is.
Bro, if you're not ready to move in with a person, that's damn near worse than doing all this. That's damn near worse than having a baby. That's damn near worse than you can get married and be on the other side of the country and this shit to be great. Moving in with a person will let the relationship go south immediately.
Gotcha.
So make sure you're ready to move in with the person. And if I'm not ready or she's not ready, we could. That means we're not ready to get married. And that's a good thing to know.
Right.
So just keep working on the relationship.
Keep working on that. Right. Yes. Just keep working on the relationship, man. Guys, Antoine, thank you for coming.
No problem.
Appreciate you, bro.
This was dope.
This was a great conversation, guys.
I hope you don't get me canceled.
I won't. I mean, maybe. I can't make any promises. But thank you for joining us at the Scarred Hearts podcast.
Absolutely.
We'll be coming to you at least twice a month, might even more, maybe even weekly, but right now twice a month for sure. So look for us. Follow, subscribe, all those different things. And we'll talk to you soon. Thanks for being here, man.
No
Peace.
problem.